What do you kind of make of this USC team on film? Obviously, a true freshman quarterback who's struggled a little bit the last 2 games, but obviously a pretty talented guy too.
Oh yeah, anytime you're a true freshman, I mean it's tough, and they played a tough schedule, and they're trying to find themselves, I think, a little bit, but they still have the athletes, and they're big up front, and before the end of the year, I'm sure they'll get it figured out, boy, I tell you what, a lot of speed out there. That's what scares me the most. We're going to have to be able to tackle well, or the yards after the catch, we'll be in trouble.
Do you bring any extra blitzes, pressures with the young quarterback that hasn't seen quite as much yet?
It's one of those things. I mean, we've pressured quite a bit, and it still all comes down to is can we get there? You got to get the ball out, and if we can get there with 4, it'd be great. And if not, in situations, we've been as aggressive, and I'm a big believer in the ball's easier to defend the quicker it comes out.
Were you happy with the amount of turnovers that you guys finally got? So I know, despite a shutout in San Jose State, it wasn't quite as many.
Right. Yeah. The takeaways are always something that we've been close on a bunch of them, and I just told them to keep plugging away, and eventually, we got some there. And the good thing was I think the offense scored every time that we got a takeaway. They went down and scored, so we worked well together.
USC still has a lot of explosive athletes there, particularly at running back and wide receiver. What's going to be the point of emphasis for the secondary heading into Friday night as far as tackling goes, just making sure you can contain them?
Just tackle right as soon as they catch the ball. I thought our secondary did a good job a year ago, so, we just got to do the same thing.
What can you say about Sean Harper's evolution now, too? He's leading the team in tackles right now. Really seems like he's making some strides.
Yeah, Sean, our secondary is really all together has played well, but I think Sean's a more complete player than what he was a year ago.
Why do you think their run game struggled a little bit during the Texas game? I think it was -5 yards. Could you sense what they weren't doing, or?
Not really. It's just one of those things. Texas, again, they do a lot of movements up front, and there's probably a lot of reasons for that. But the bottom line is that you got to get locked on, and when you are a movement team, you do force a lot of one-on-one blocks rather than double teams, so for whatever reason, they're struggling with some movements, and that usually takes a while, to get that picked up.
Holly Jabril came from Cathedral High School, which is pretty close to, obviously you guys have the 3 guys. Is that a school that you recruited ever before you came to Washington State?
No. I had never been in the state of California except for a football game, until I came to Washington State. But the guys that are there, have recruited that area, and I got to spend a lot of time there in the spring, and looking forward to making better relationships there in LA and recruiting some people.
What have you made of Khalid so far? He played pretty well during camp, and obviously that's a pretty deep position for you guys, the nickel spot. But what has he done so far?
He's an explosive athlete, and he's not afraid to get in there and hit people, and he runs awfully well. His thing is just learning the defense, and so he gets a year, and in spring ball, then he'll be right there ready to compete for a job.